Hi, 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 hi. Hopefully you could hear me. Hello, hello, happy Friday. Hey, Kix, what's up? Hi, hi, hi. So we're trying out this new game. Um, a friend of mine suggested it. It is, it is like, yeah, everything sounds, okay, awesome. Thank you, Kix, thank you. Happy Friday. Yeah, a friend of mine suggested this game. It is kind of like, it's like a dating sim, and the characters are from Dead by Daylight. Now, if you haven't played Dead by Daylight, um, essentially it's like a four on four or five. It's like a four or five player game where you just try to survive. There's a lot of things killing you and things like that. So in this game, we've got the killers that I am trying to date, and yeah, so that's what we're doing. Also, to remind everybody, anyone in the VOD or whatever, the August charity stream. Yes, this is my lovely sign. The August charity stream is still going. We are currently at 197. Whoa, 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 whoa! And I'm matching everything up to 300 for the month of August. Again, everything goes to AAPI, the Asian American Pacific Islanders against hate. So yeah, there's that. So any bits and anything like that, donations and cheers, whatnot, will go directly to the lovely organization at the end of the month. Everything will be tallied. Oh yeah, we're dating killers. We're trying to figure out um, about them. We are doing all that stuff. So yeah, so close to the goal. Thank you, yeah. Our little community's doing it. Thank you, thank you. Um, I might be a little winded. My asthma has been kind of wonky today. So, yes, just a heads up. All right. Ah, ooh, okay, beautiful. Let's see. So I'm sure the music and everything will like pop in soon. Chance, 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 how's it going, Chance? Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, we're going on a date, guys. We are trying to find our person. Our person. Okay, I've never played this. I heard that this was similar to yeah, right? Aren't they awesome? I mean, so I heard this is really similar to Monster Prom. I've never played that either, but it's all like choice based, so you could help me choose. And we'll go for the whoever we end up, I guess. I'm gonna like keep notes. Okay, before we get started, what shall we call you? Should we go from my name? We'll say Honey Pie. You know what? Oddly enough, I was thinking of Honey Pie. Honey Pie. We're going for Honey Pie. Honey Pie. We're doing Honey Pie. Let's see. Is there any music? Sounds? I don't hear any sounds or music yet. I'm assuming it'll like come up soon. Maybe? Oh, there we go. Okay, let me know if the sound is like too much. Honey Pie. Oh, this is me. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet. Salt water stinging the inside of your throat as you'd nearly drowned. Oh no. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Oh, yeah. So I dressed for the occasion. I've got my island attire. Hello. Cough, cough. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time. The ocean. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Okay, does this mean I'm dead? Am I dead? Did I drown? Is this like lost? Am I in the other world? Whoa, not now, ocean. Sorry, honey pie. May I continue? Who's talking to me? Please go on. Okay then. As I was as I was saying, I love the dialogue so far. I am Moana. You look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Ooh, okay. I love the artwork already. This is fun. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A stream of dark blue or dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Wait, that's coming from me? I vomit all that stuff? I vomit bugs, worms, and other stuff? Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely a blank. I love it already. What will you do? Let's see. Okay, what am I gonna do? You know what? I'm probably, right? This is fun. Is this my life? How did I get here? You know what? I think I'm gonna dig up the face. I'm curious. I am a curious kitty. So we're digging. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Ooh! A coin? There is no body. Just this head. As you pick up, it flakes... Oh. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Darn. That sucks. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge kind of type. Okay, Ocean. The ocean is a little naughty. Ooh, you examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. Ah, gold. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose. And so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? No, I like to save. I'm not gonna spend it right now, I don't think. Right? What would you guys do? What would you do? I think I'm gonna save it. Because I like to see what my options are. No thanks. Yeah, save. Look, I'm gonna level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday and I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it? Into a dead person's mouth? Could you just give it back? I feel like no. I want to keep it. Right? Okay, we're going with no. Yeah. No. Maybe more information. Psh, be that way then. Finders keepers. Yeah, sorry. I dropped it in this decomposing skull yesterday and your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Ah, a volleyball! When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please? You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw about hits the ground. Oh my goodness, those thighs. I wonder if she could like squeeze them watermelons. Ooh, look at those abs. Those scarred abs. Oh my god, I want her. Look, oh my goodness. She is beautiful. Ooh, he's strong. Oh no. Look at those eyes. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Okay. Hello, you can see her panties. Oh no. And hers too. This guy's like, I'm so shy. I'm definitely gunning for her, but I mean, I don't know, you know, anything can happen. Although she's very like, carry me, mommy. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy that they put out there. Yeah. I feel like that's the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you're completely paralyzed. Ah, the trapper. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. This game. What do you do? I toss it back. You bend down, grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you when you toss the ball, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in the huntress's hands. Ooh, okay. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps, maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay, it's natural. What in the world? Try hard much? Bleh. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. Okay, so the huntress. I'm just writing little notes to myself. My nerd, Okay. They speak directly, but you're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Oh, take me with you guys. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened? Worried? Excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. The ocean. Don't be scared, honey pie. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. I'm intrigued. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the volleyball game just by showing up, nitwit. Oh, no, he's mad at me. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Oh, man. Look, it's best to just go what the trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. So deep, so deep. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. Uh-oh. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was wrath. That sigh means he was done with that game too. Either way, either that or he saw a butterfly or something. So wrath seems aloof. Spirit seems depressed and just out of it and like doesn't care, and Trapper is just a brute for now. Those are my observations. Look, I don't care. Oh wait, no, this is his voice. Okay, look, I don't care why the slack-jawed moron is here. I'm sorry. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? No, don't kill me, don't kill me. Look at those muscles, though, and those veins. You know you can't. Look at him. He's like one of those, like, Nacho Libre guys. At least not yet. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Not yet. Not yet. Hey, honey pie. You might wanna, you know, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz and will be very important later. Oh no, I'm so bad at quizzes. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself. Like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Invisibility. Invisibility. Same. Although sometimes I think I already am. What's your best subject in school? Skipping class. You could say I majored in skipping class. Ha! If I had ever gone to school, I'm sure I would have done great in skipping class. I prefer skipping over walking almost always. What's your favorite animal? Mustelid. What's a mustelid? I don't know. Be honest, you have no idea what a mustelid is, and you're just hoping it's some secret answer that results in a hilarious Easter egg, right? Maybe. Because there's no Easter egg. It's just another word for ferrets and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I like ferrets. What's your favorite color? 3-day-old blood corpse. Nobody would expect me to pick this, so I'm gonna say 3-day-old blood corpse. That's a pretty edgy answer, right? I'm pretty dangerous. I talk about corpses, no biggie. No! Those are no good to me unless they've been frozen. You'd be surprised by how quickly good meat can spoil. Or maybe you wouldn't be surprised? I'm still getting to know you. What's your dream job? Not working at all. If we get to do whatever we want, really, why work at all? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Best flavor of ice cream? They better have, like, cookies and cream. I guess vanilla. I'm sorry. My favorite flavor is pain! Same. Same here. Mine is vanilla swirled with pain. Yeah, you could do vanilla with everything. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor I've ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we get too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? I guess we're going with mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Raph. Hi, I'm Raph. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate. You know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh wait, no. I'm remembering Spirit's story now. That's pretty much exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of funs to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there it is. If you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I almost hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Raph. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Lots of love. So much love. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's a massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wrath rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty of it endangers. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Is this the lounge? I want to go where she is. How about? Oh wait, no! I don't want to go to the yacht. I thought that was a lounge. I don't want to go. Perfect. You're obviously have a Macodium modicum. I don't know what are you saying there. Also, at least I hope you do. Guess we'll find out. Worst case, we'll find out how strong your bones are, how heavy you are to pick up and throw, and how fast your lifeless body sinks. Should be a pretty chill day regardless. Oh, no, I meant to go with somebody else. Hold on, for just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activity coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall herefore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. I don't want to go on the yacht. Oh well. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you can do is help us get off this island. Dwight. Yes, pardon me. Follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with. Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right. Yes, that's true. He was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island does, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? Wait. Is this the lounge? Ah, good. Finally! Freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap, and when that didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island. But it turns out I'm not the first to toss this kind of threats around the island. So, thanks, I guess, for getting it called off. I love her, she is I. Are we threatening to end each other again? Now it's Dwight who takes on a conspiratorial tone. his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Please, just make it quick. Is what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make the drink of your dreams. Ah. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Hilarious, right. Yeah, right. So what will you be having? Vodka. Oh, sangria. Let's do something fruity but refreshing. Oh, the coconut rum. A sangria, maybe? My pleasure. Ooh, that sounds nice. We used to make drinks like that one back home. Well, not we, exactly. I watched someone drink a drink like that once. They looked happy. He's so sad. Now's your chance to be the one with the drink. What do you say? This is some sort of juice for a child? Are there children hiding about? No, it's for adults. The one who like, you know, tropical fun. Oh, I see. The Huntress really seemed to perk up at the idea of kids being around and is bummed to hear that there aren't any. But I'm quite glad it's just grown-ups on this island, personally. Little ones should definitely not be exposed to this. Not my cup of tea, but okay, sure, we can still use it for a toast, yeah? To new adventures. To new adventures. To new friends. To, Clink. Did you just say clink? No. Since we fulfilled your requests, it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time! I swear, had I known they'd pull this kind of faux enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I set foot near this bar. You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Ugh, never mind, I hate it. This sucks, but it could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? I've literally never seen him in a hat. If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic. Before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd. I mean, I remember those. They were fun. I was in drama club. Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. Oh, she doesn't have feet? The topic I choose is books, novels, comics, fiction or non. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life. The escape into your own mind. A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. They were much more enthusiastic about drinking. Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you, Honey Pie, what's your desert island book? The one you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this? Oh, and it has to be classic horror, for reasons that should be obvious. She means because this is an island of horror villains, and also those books are all in the public domain. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gone soft these past 100 years. So what's your favorite? Ooh, I think I might have to go with Dracula. Dracula's so classic. I might have to go with Dracula. It's my favorite. Yeah, one of my favorites. Dracula is one classic. That's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger, only to learn that later on they're an immortal villain. It's downright thrilling. Well, I guess, but I was gonna say that despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger or even death that he poses, you can't help but get turned on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents. Same here. So what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone? Who do they think would buy into that? If you're going to be trapped in the nightmare that is the undead life eternal, which I know a little something about, you could do a little worse than great clothes, a castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love to as a vampire. Ugh! Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her eye, or a devilish twinkle in her half-masked covered eye. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's get in a circle and spin this bad boy. Ooh, who is this guy? The Trickster. Great idea. Trickster? Isn't he a bit late to be... Isn't it a little late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the only one that gets to make the rules, so now I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello, and who is this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, hack! I don't know. What's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle of our game? Oh, I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea, while also teasing the secret trickster ending. Oh! Aw, I don't get him. I've got too much better things to do than hang here. I'm famous. Toodaloo. The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap spit, that is. But let's be clear, this ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. All makeouts will happen out of view, out of the public eye. Real romantic like. Yes, romance is the goal, so we'll be waiting here in complete silence, trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watch. Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults. Honey pie, you're up! Okay. You grip the bottle in your hand, and you put your fate in the hands of the empty bottle gods. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction, and on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. This here coming up minigame is a special minigame. Perfect for the less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Whoever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready? Or would you like me to repeat that? Ready? Away we go! Spin the bottle and see who you're gonna smooch. No! You've got Trapper. You two are meant to be. Psych! You have to actually spin multiple times to get your real result. First to get 3 times is your true match. That's how we play hardcore spin the bottle on this here island. Now, spin on. Oh, fuck a duck. I don't want him. Okay. Guess we're gonna try to go for Huntress? No, I don't want Trapper. Oh, I don't want Trapper to be my kid. I don't want him. No. I don't want him to be my... Oh, great. 7 minutes. Ooh, everyone says. Just this morning, you were waking up on a strange beach, surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across a beach towel at Trapper, lust in his eyes, sweat glistening on his skin. Your heart races, and you can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Trapper takes you by the hand, and you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. He begins to reach for you, putting his hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in a sexy way. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat in an interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in this state, you might gross him out so completely that he'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Trapper, we save it. It's not happening. Oh, good. I don't like him. He's just too big for me. Don't cry, I know. To get this close to a living god and then feel the sting of his rejection. It must have hurt bad. But don't take it personally. Well, do, but use it to make yourself stronger. It's not because I don't want to. It's because you haven't earned it yet. You might later. For now, it can't be that easy. Sure, maybe one of the others. They're weak, sad, lonely. Not me. I don't need this. It's mine to give or to withhold. You really dodged a bullet. This means you'll have a chance to present yourself in a bit more flattering of a light later, assuming you survive. I'm not ashamed to tell you that I think you're cute, but I would make out with you so hard your heart would cave in if I wanted to, and I do, but I still won't. Oh, okay. So he's got some boundaries. You know, we're in it. That's great. Tell anyone I told you this and you die. They die, and I have all... and then I'll have you all revived and kill you again. Oh, God. Hello, my dear Jed. Hi. We just started. I keep accidentally, matching with Trapper so far. But he denied my kiss, so you know that's okay. He's kind of scary. If anyone asks, I was the best you ever had, which I might just be another time. I hate to break up such a passionate moment that we only assume was passionate because we'd never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island. But dinner is being served right away and we must insist that you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation when there are so many more interesting things to die from. I don't know, can I? Right? Isn't she a cutie patootie? Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking? I love, yeah. Have you seen any gameplay of this? This is so silly so far. I haven't played Monster Prom, or actually I haven't even played Dead by Daylight, so the concept of this game and like the characters are fairly new to me still. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fancy epic like you find on a table or cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And, oh great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Oh, I figured, yeah. They like mentioned them when they like introduced them into the game. They're like, these have been survivors for a very long time. And I was like, oh, that sucks. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wrath or Trickster. Of course. Oh, hey, Trickster. Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprised. Well, they don't call him the expected, sir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds. And my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, honey pie. Real good. Oh my goodness, I want him. Oh, we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit next to... Why? Okay, so nobody wants to sit next to him. And we can't have them two sitting next to each other. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Yeah, they're pretty swole. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. She is. I want her to carry me everywhere. No, I love it. I was like talking about her thighs earlier and she could wrap me around them. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours. We hope you will enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite, he says. Meat is good. Oh, look, you can see her auntie. She's just so cute. Look at those eyes. Meat is murder. Which you'd know, considering that you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey, honey pie, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. Okay, sounds good, Kix. Thank you, thank you. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change, because I am, with my broad axe, it's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything to in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear we're all like from a completely different historical era. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Ugh, you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough! Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Ugh, please stop, please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even if we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azrov. Great, instead of slicing it up, you can club it to death in a second. Right. Hey, honey pie, this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours straight. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will just take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated it when it was cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames consist of 2 parts. Okay, and on the bottom, the target you're going to point at. Right. Hyperbole. George! How about George? George. Sometimes the target is immediately visible. Sometimes it's hidden under the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not at the end. I think I understood that. No, I don't know. Slice. Perfect! Okay, I was like, whew. Ooh, yes, perfect. Ooh, yes, perfect. Not bad, Sophie. Oh, that one I fucked up. You missed completely. Oh, I'm sorry. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. I've got a machete. It's like the checks you have to... Yeah, I've seen that. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll bring my machete out. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing the dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean... Oh shit. Come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. But at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. That's accurate. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The 2 best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, honey pie. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. I love her. I want her. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what I would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. I will bone the ghost if I have to. Do you see how deep this cut is on my abdomen? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. It's okay, honey pie. Wait, I'm honey pie. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. Why don't you want to tell them? Look at that seagull! Wow, have you seen a seagull that big? I have it, that's incredible. Anyways, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, honey pie, pretty lame. Own who you are, never compromise. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did, you poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull. Uh-oh, you just made a lot of good points. I swear! You're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully, you pick at least one of them, because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? Oh god, no. For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague. Mysterious. I gotta give it to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. I don't know. Okay, be myself. I gotta be myself. You wake up to find the trapper holding your limp body gingerly, pouring cool water into your mouth. You had me worried there, passing out like that. I thought maybe you died. That would have been terrible. Nobody dies on this island without me killing them. You hear that? Nobody. He's kind of sweet in a very brute way. Thanks, I guess? Don't mention it. I mean that. Don't you mention it. Someone might think I care for you. That can happen. I've got a reputation to uphold. Okay, I'm starting to understand, I think. When you went down, it looked like you hit your head on the edge of the table. If it were me, the table would have been the one to crack open. I'm sure it really hurt you, though. So I figured a little ocean air might help you wake up, and I brought you down by the water. You know what? He's actually kind of thoughtful for being like this big brute. He's definitely not like the big dumb brute that I had like penned him for. I'm sorry, Trapper. You're definitely rough around the edges, but he's got like a... He's kind of a sweetheart. That's really thoughtful of you. What? A magnificently muscular, wealthy, artistically gifted Adonis can't be thoughtful? Don't answer because it's obvious. Adonis was a pussy. Killed by a boar? Get out of here with that garbage. I do find myself in an unusual position, though. Despite the overwhelming probability that I'll eventually find myself standing over your lifeless corpse, I don't want you dead just yet. So I'm here to talk to you, like a regular human person. And right now, I'm worried that I may be coming off a bit too... forceful. I know mere presence can be intimidating. But I don't want you to get the wrong impression of me, or how I feel about you. So I'll just put it out here. I might possibly like you. I can't say that about everyone, or really anyone else on this island. So there's something different about you. You aren't like the others. Henceforth, I think it's time I shared something with you that I haven't shared with anyone in a long time. It's a big part of who I am, and I think you're ready for it. Okay. He's pulling something out. Some sort of rolled up scroll of paper. He grips it firmly in his hands. It's one of my sketches. I don't know if you know this, but I love to draw. The arts have always been a passion of mine. Ah! Oh my goodness, same. Would you like to see it? Is he gonna trick me again? Because I would. I don't want him to like pull it away at the last second. Yes. Yes, I'd love to. I'm excited. You ready to share this with me? Trevor does not unroll the paper and show it to you. He simply stares at you and watches your smile soften and fade. And the longer he stares at you, the closer he seems to get. What an interesting response. Oh my gosh, he's so mean! I hate him. Thanks, I hope? Trevor looks at you, a piercing look even through his mask. He smirks, but it's not clear why. Then he turns and leaves. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever danger has popped up on the strange island. Only to find Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. Ah! It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, I would... No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go. The dialogue's so funny. Once everyone was gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Ugh. Just one, but story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head off, or head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling. You realize this is probably it for you. But you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before. Even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true, it is really fair to pick on the newbie. Or is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on a storyline. So, I like how his name is Nobody now. Honey Pie, who do you think should go? Damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly. I'm gonna go with her because I love her. I choose you, Spirit. Whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases. Well, yeah. Really? You want to hear from me? She gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff, seriously disturbing even to me. And I literally pulled the guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. If everyone else is going to chit-chat, I guess I can sit down and... Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wrath take their seat. They know it when it's worth fighting and when it's not. Ooh, Huntress, I love that. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, so I'm gonna tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. You notice that the Huntress and Wrath are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offers you popcorn. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hoda, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there in the middle of a busy market had appeared a giant box. Strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area, how could something like this just appear? A mystery, as if it was conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. She pauses her story to look from face to face. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. "Help me!" cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, it was as if every detective in the city was there, looking the strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid, and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for one single small slit. Just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. "I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me," cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hota comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddled on the ground. The man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. Detective Hoda was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like never before. "Don't let me die in here," the man begged. "Don't let me die alone." "Stay calm," instructed Detective Hoda. "You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story." Looking through the narrowest of passageways, Detective Hoda watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence at the helplessness of the moment. "Promise?" asked the man. "Promise that I'm not alone?" "Yes," she promised, "I do." A simple pledge she felt in an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages that she had worked so hard to free before. And so when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hoda, for she knew he would return. And he did, pressing his lips to the narrow slit in this horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again and again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise that I'm not alone?" "Yes," she promised, "I do." And pressing her palms against the cold outside of the box without truly knowing why, Detective Hoda leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on the man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. "Thank you," said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. "Get back!" yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hoda and the box, breaking the silence that would soon be filled with a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled on the inside of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hoda gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There, in the corner of the box, was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll, almost pulled apart. Perhaps that's just how Detective Hoda had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And on top of the pile, a head. Cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue, tears falling from her chin and soaking into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her, you who initiated this harrowing tale, so sad, so creepy, so sensual. She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure how to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game was supposed to be a light-hearted romp. Please, I said do something. Can I hug her? You stand without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms. She probably will back away. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you, and you squeeze into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctively, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward movement, and you nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corner of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely, mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. Okay. You just have to find me. How do I find you? Come find me, BB. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't getting to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily and taking me in. Hard pass. Hello, Avalon. Hello, my dear. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day, even when you're a god. I mean, a narrator. You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Ooh, dipping in hot tubs with the Spirit. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her and offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. What was our talk about? Don't do anything bad? You and your story friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're pretty sure your killer companion can handle it. Nice. I just want to be totally clear. Even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not any other ethically. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so that was the person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence, she says. Sure, you're on this island, trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also, a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips are blue. Your lips are blue. Really? You'd call this blue? Searching for an answer, hoping to find revenge. Okay, so the similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins. Or well, maybe it has coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details, regardless. I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You've got to figure that. With that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it, I dreamt that story, like watching a movie in my sleep when I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? Who cares? I mean, I guess who cares? Who says I believe in anything? And for that matter, who cares what I think? Our beliefs are our business, no one else's. Well, I'll be. That's a strong take. You've got to cultivate your own garden. I just admire you, honey pie. Black Cat, hello, my friend. Hello. We're just out here trying to survive and trying to date or make our way through our dates, our killer dates. You're not offering up your thoughts or opinions simply to feed the curiosity of others, like some of the more desperate residents of our little paradise. Good for you, I say. Yes, I'm trying to seduce a ghost because I want her. She's so adorable. We'll be cutesy ghosts together. Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you? If you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I know everything. Don't I already know the answer to my own question about if I believe your answer to Spirit's question? Whoa. Ocean air got me tripping! Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both, but what's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she is the... Damn it, got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain someone standing before you with a fresh towel, ready to dry you off. Sorry kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on her way. I do miss her. You watch a spirit stares off in the distance, her hand gripping tight into a fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away roughly, grabs the towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. She's just so cute. I love her. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about the spirit's story, about the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life? Or has it already taken you? Or has it already been taken from you, and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Before you can dwell too much over your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that, lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're looking to make you comfortable. Or die trying. They hand over a pillow and a blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease? Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you'll want to rob of their beautiful sleep. Ready? Away we go! As you relax, you look into the fire and the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial to fix it. I need this. It's been such a headache day. I was on the phone with IT. Oh God, Black Cat, I'm so sorry. Yes, so can. You can help me or watch as I try and survive and date my way through the killers. What am I doing? What do I want it? I want it on low? Oh, well, I fucked up there. Should I keep going? I was wondering why I've had a headache all day. It's a headache day. It is blind. Yes. It is that new moon. That super moon is always fucking with me. Should I listen more? Should I turn it off? Maybe I will turn it off. No matter how many things you listen to, you just can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side to lay by the fire? Should I continue with Spirit? Or should I go with the huntress. I'm sorry, I want Spirit. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. Oh my gosh! Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb, carved from bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I'll want it back though, and if you lose it, well, you'll get your revenge on me. If it's the last thing I do. I love this. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed? You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Oh, it's kind of like one of those, have you ever had those dreams where you were like paralyzed, like sleep paralysis, you know? I always have those, or I had them a lot when I was a kid, and it would be like, I can't breathe either, so I was like, and right as I was about to die, I would like force myself to wake up. I hate those because I feel like I'm conscious and I'm like, wake up, and I'm like, just wiggle, just wiggle, just wiggle. I feel like this is happening. Darkness overtakes you. Oh my goodness, a hag is sitting on our chest. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky. By now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. The human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even amnesiac video game protagonists know that. I've only had it once when I had the flu, and I never want to have it again. I thought something was behind me the entire time. Oh, yes. I used to get the ones where I would jump from a building and I was soon to the ground. I would be like, oh. Yeah, we had, in my, like, culture, in the Filipino culture, and a lot of, like, island culture, like I don't know what the English word is called. It's called like we call it a bongongot. And essentially it is like it's like evil spirits like trying to take you to hell essentially. So I had a lot growing up and mom's like, "Why are you always bad? What are you doing for the evil spirits to want to take you to hell?" And I'm like, "I'm just living my life, mom. Just living my life. Why do I need to why? Maybe I just have a horrible like, sleep. Take me to do a sleep study." Anyways. Anyways. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you'd like. You'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't want to. Don't think I don't see what you're up to. Oh, okay. What does that mean? Does it mean like I need to stop like focusing on the spirit all the time? I don't know. You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Oh my god. She's on top of me. Huntress is rifling through your pocket. Excuse me? Don't take that. Oh my god, did she take the comb? I better not take that comb. Oh, you're awake. I wasn't stealing from you, merely trying to get to know you better by seeing what sort of trinkets you keep close. I saw you with Spirit right before bedtime. Look, I'm not saying I don't trust them, but, well, yes, I'm saying that. I don't trust anyone. I don't really have tied up. So I was making sure they didn't do anything fishy. And I was making sure you're not a soldier. Soldiers killed my father, you know. While I've got you, you should really consider spending more time with me. I'm not scary. You're not? No, not at all. I'm just a lost girl on a big island. I've been watching you since you got here, you know. Not in a creepy way. Huntress pauses for a long moment. It's probably in a creepy way. All right, in a charmingly creepy way. I've noticed how fun-loving you seem. If you spend some time with me tomorrow, maybe I'll take you on this special place I found. It's all mine. None of the other killers have been able to find me there. It's quiet and isolated. Maybe I'll even show you how to make beef stroganoff. That sounds very enticing. I'll let you get back to bed. It's been a long day. Shh, she says. Huntress places a gigantic hand on your forehead, and your eyes flutter closed. I... Yeah. My mom used to make stroganoff. I like the way she made it. But she didn't... I had a lot of, like, mushrooms, so maybe that's why. Finally alone for real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Did she take the comb? I'm worried about that. Okay, okay. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, geez. It is. It's one of those reality show confession rooms where all of the contestants talk directly to the camera. Look! I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat an all-organic diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. I love her. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of my life. There's always time to turn things around. Like that one time I spent day and night searching for food in vain. Only returned to my cabin, spent and starving, to find a family of squirrels nesting in my chimney. They were delicious. If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living. For now, one false step and, haha, well, you know, everyone calls me the Trapper for a reason, and they better call me Trapper. I swear if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm going to kill the Chiron guy. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that probably won't happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as this beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that used me and threw me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. The dialogue is so funny. I love it. Open your eyes, the sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky and you feel great, totally rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why would I have no idea? You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off, right? He is a tool. He is what you call a fuckboy. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. I mean, he hot, but I don't want him. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. Not a cloud in the sky shows a little crowd. I know, right? It's like, what are those? All the clouds. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. He winks at you. You want to ask him how to reach the other island. Now is the... Never mind, he left. But at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. Well, it's almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Just yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place you give a 5 out of 5, or a 10 out of 10, or 2 thumbs up review to. Not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithm. Hey, Walt Millsy, how are you? We're trying to survive here. We're trying to date. It's great. Just me. Just trust me. I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and / or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artistic content or intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, it's not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. I like how they're commenting on like all the bugs and things like that. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we've been here for 5 minutes. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even though they do make some great points. Oh, sure. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, honey pie. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on this island? Yes, I'm not suspicious. There's no option. Yes, it's been really entertaining. Yes, I'm not suspicious. There's no option. Actually, yeah, it's been entertaining. How else can I describe my stay on this island besides really entertaining? Wow, 10 stars, here we come. Can someone remind me to skip this section next time? Nope. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? No. I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word for that. I, Honey Pie, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Ah, perfect! Delightful. Excellent. Yes. Hey, Honey Pie, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review. Because we all know that nobody reads negative games, or resorts. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and so much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries in here, a yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty all over again, except all in one day and on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today is a 50-50 at best. Good luck. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breath. No. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. This island is treacherous. I know what the newcomer thinks they're doing here, but it certainly isn't helping any of us. Okay, Huntress pretends to be all independent, but she's secretly kind of miffed you and her aren't getting along. Okay. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast. Okay. And here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did, or should I say I did not? I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest of the family revenge thing, and the last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done, though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while I can look cute doing so. Guessing Wrath has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. Here he is. Take us home, Wrath! Oh, hey! That was fun yesterday, huh? Well, I mean, not like too much fun. That would be weird. But like a good amount of fun. Okay, now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep on wanting more. I'm getting good at this game. Or, sexy true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. You're adorable. And I need to turn on the air conditioning, because it's getting hot. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. Oh, my wolves! Oh, okay, stop touching. You're right. I gotta stop. Wolf. Hello, little wolf. Pat, 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 pat. Scruffy, scruffy, scruffy. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you got lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the shed. No, stick it in here. A little more. Oh yeah, that's it. Right, yeah. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. The dialogue, though. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yep, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two were even... whatever it is these two are doing. Yeah, I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I could buy some? Damn it. Oh, come on, a little privacy please. Sorry, I didn't know who else to let you know how I was here and that I could hear you. Well, you know. No, what? What did you think we were doing? You were doing, I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like fun. You think 2 people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oh. Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot so we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from. And I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were... Me and him? Dwight? Oh, God. You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. No! Oh no, a storm. Stay safe, Black Cat. Stay safe. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyways. Good luck, honey pie. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A crab-nibby? Shut up. I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're headed to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was short a lot, so for today it's been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit. Just soaking up the sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree, is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all. It's the fuckboy, the trickster. Hey babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone is just getting up and announcing how they feel? What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with a group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should ever eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Okay, this... He sounds like a typical fuckboy. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way? I think that's starvation. Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other side of the island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Wink, wink. Catch you around, bye! His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat? Threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends, just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not like an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that the guy's gone, we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely gonna be abiding by, and it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and, oh, no, another shadow. These people will just not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Spirit. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered out there. I don't even know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot, but I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in the way that I do. Not like these other killers. They don't get me. But I'll get them, or I'll get them all, and I'll get my father too, and I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me. I love how she just flips a switch. Spirit radiates a menacing aura. Don't I have I'm like, do I have a pretend sword here somewhere? No, I have a wand. Never mind. Look, all this time on Murder's Island has got us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I suggest you do the same. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you've also seen that there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but before you can decide if you want to go off with Spirit, the trapper interjects. I demand that you reconsider! Actually, I strongly suggest it. Especially if you're choosing between me, a walking mountain with a rich ore of gold running through it, and a literal wisp of air. I mean, I'll go with a wisp of air. Literally, air. Spirit is held together by air. I wouldn't put my faith in anyone who can be defeated by a strong breeze. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, wrenching, withering death after drinking it because the lemons are poisoned all along. Thetford! Ford. The game is pretty silly. I like it. It has really good dialogue. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who it would be? Who should I decide on? Continue with the Spirit or go with the trapper? He has continuously led me on. And, you know, I don't know if you want to continue to be led on by somebody. He seems really nice on the inside. Like, he says he cares for me. But then, once I, like, reciprocate that care, he, like, just walks away like the psychopath that he is. So I don't know. I mean, I am gonna think about it. I think we're gonna continue with Spirit. Although I do want to hear his story, but I don't want to like hurt her feelings. We're going with Spirit. I gotta go with Spirit. You've made the correct decision, but know this. Just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog, understand? Oh my goodness, her undies are showing! Avert your eyes! Well, of course, you still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before, literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form, you feel me? Because you'll feel me if you try any of that macho trapper crap. Yeah, I feel you. She's so intense. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. Hey. You and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the Black Lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about you. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. About it, not you. I'm sorry. You look up and down. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of color. It's a void. Like me! She smiles. Nature abhors a vacuum. You're not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. The peace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse sets out an eerie howl, like a monster dying. Woo! A spiraling black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that! The light and sound recede, and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays a towel down and then pats on it gently. Clearly, she wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get in a little hands-on action? What else could it be? Now we're talking. Where should I start? Your back? They always start there in the movies. Whoa, sailor, slow your roll. She doesn't actually need help reaching behind her. Have you noticed that her hands float in the air? I got a bit excited. I'm good. The lotion is for you. You need any help reaching those difficult spots? You see a hand float around your back. Sure, why not? Spirit's hand is on your back. It's ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. You watch as Spirit applies sunscreen to herself in the most unique way, by floating her hand around her back to spread it on. You okay? Comment on her floating hand's abilities and nothing. Ask about the shortage blasting out. The fact that your hands just float out around you like that, you can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. I'm glad you get a kick out of it, but floating several limbs isn't exactly the type of superpower you'd think to wish for as a kid. I'd much rather be able to read minds. Maybe then I'd understand why some people act the way that they do. Apologize. Tell your ex you're jealous. Apologize. I'm truly sorry. I clearly hadn't thought through what. Oh, you're right. I should have thought about it. I read the room wrong. I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end it like that. It had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. Worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me into who I am today. Truth is, I could pull all of these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right if I wanted to. But I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe game. I hate the idea I'll be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did to Edward. The way that fear and anger filled him and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeesh. It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me it's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it, even though it gives me strength. I must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was, I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, honey pie. I suppose it'll help isn't a bad thing. In life, in love, this world is a lot to enjoy. Maybe I could use assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted in these vengeful poses. It really does a number on your joints. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Perfect. Oops. Not bad. Perfect. Oopsies. Not bad. You missed completely. Well, I suppose that the lotion made it to where it was supposed to go. Eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there's a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. You look up at the lighthouse, its ominous dark form hovering above at this moment between Spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case, it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. Ooh, it's a pirate ship. From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows, itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the air above the ship as it careens towards the shore, before crashing on the rocks. It must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Oh right, it does that sometimes too. Should we, do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Hungry sharks. But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they were, aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wrath. He's emerged from the palm trees behind you. I didn't come here to break up your date or anything. I came here for that. Wrath points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light on me. I can't avoid it. Through woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Duh, it's a lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me, those dead pirates, or that mermaid I saw washed up on the shore that one time. Ew, am I a mermaid? I wonder. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy. An epic river of lies that runs beneath the island or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. The basics, you know? If you come with me, you can get cut! Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off of Wrath's top. He takes the hint and backs away. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be it that way. You see, alone at last. Tensions broke. Deathly moans quiet, and Wrath vanished back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch closer. It's not quite clear how the whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe. You get a peek of your bathing suit. Thank you for the alert, Black Cat. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about everyone thinks, she puts a lot of work into getting into that suit. This just got the straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudette and Dwight burst in and interrupt. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically here to invite you to join us back to the beach, where we'll be making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producers and the hosts. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? Despite a promising announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't all what was promised. Wait a minute, there's no announcement here. But there is. Me? You got mud in your ears, friend? I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair, literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You've got a secret lair? Damn it! Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got, sap. Sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Don't change the subject. Don't ask me what he's talking about. You're trying to make a mess of the first day I had in? I don't know how long it's been, not even clear what year it is, but in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. It's not me messing things up, like I keep trying to tell you. It's this dang island. I come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here? Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision, it's simply the way it'll be. There's no use fighting it. What will you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside of me. I can't not fight, even when all I want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor! And if I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your little thing, your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking. And we all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Okay, folks. You cloak, I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread Minitua, if there ever has been such a thing. Not that you'd even know about that. I think I was brought here to make a choice, so I'm going to do that now. And I choose... I'm going to continue. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seem easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Raph, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day... No wonder you're so... Hey, let's not body shame. All that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. No offense taken. It's... Yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, okay. So I'm gonna stick with Spirit. I've got enough revenge to do without having to kill you and Raph, too. Goodness. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. It's just a small sapling, but it's begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place. It doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. A Spirit steps up to the tree. A cold breeze pulls some petals off and they become cascading through the air around you both. Ah, the sakura blossoms. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do you mean to you? Or what do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they are not magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason, they're also a symbol of fleeting nature of life and our fragile mortality. Accurate. In a way, it's a spectrum of looming death that calls attention to the special moment to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, honey pie? Oh, I guess I'm powered. I can do whatever I want. The knowledge of that life and death are a cycle has always given me peace. Accepting the fleeting nature of life, like the beauty of a flower in bloom, allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. Spirit has been trapped in this ghastly state. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I feel like an idiot. I wasn't talking about you. Oh my goodness, I keep doing this. Oh. Once that fallen cherry blossom represents the souls of samurai warriors. Those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed. Their lives were short. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite their samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree is not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish, as if it were installed here by someone. By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. Hi, we're sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. But this time we've got a really good reason. And that has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly. Get in here while it's hot. I guess it's time to go, or whatever. Thanks for spending time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too. Okay, well I had like 2 bad choices with her. I was not thinking. What a fun day you've been having. Am I actually gonna eat today? No, you're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry. I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the, appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wrath is here too. We're not gonna do the gag where we cram them all in a screen. They're all here, and just as sexy as ever. With their love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised as you are that these 4 are falling for you. No, not because your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Huntress seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murder's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. Since it seems like I'm going to be alone forever, I'm focusing on myself. I have hobbies of my own, you know, besides stealing, kidnapping, killing. Cooking is my passion. Tonight we'll be feasting on a succulent squirrel appetizer with roasted elk as the main, served with a side of mushrooms. Those mushrooms are probably poisonous. An elk? More revenge for the elk that killed her mother. If I had a nickel for every revenge-obsessed killer on this island, I'd have some number of nickels. Clearly, more than a few. I personally hunted, killed, skinned, and prepared our meal. I even picked the mushrooms myself. They're definitely poisonous. And cheesecake for dessert. Wait, not Russian enough? I'm not so one-dimensional, you know. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? Do I have to? Don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. Can I gush about my date or be coy? I don't know. It wasn't really a date, more like 2 people avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in a reflective, okay, that's exactly right. Couldn't have not said anything of value better myself. Oh, yeah, okay. Good, okay, I got that one right. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Bon appetit. Oh, bony appetit? No! Almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, they come back to the table. You pick up your plate, they pick up your plate, take a napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. Do I ignore them or thank them? I feel like I should thank them. Thank you kindly. Everyone, if you would please be so kind to follow us to this fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen. Something that would change everything. You can go willingly, or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice in how you said that, dweeb? You're so mean. Yes. And I immediately regret it now. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoky hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. I feel like I'm essentially Wrath in life. I'm gonna have a bean. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick break to grab a snack and water while we're like at this moment. BRB. Snack break. Alright, we're back. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, hold on. I gotta take a puff of my inhaler really quick. Okay. Whew. Anyways, we back. My asthma is just not the greatest. Okay. So we take a seat. That's right. We're here at the fire pit. We're taking a seat. Will narrator tell the story? Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something always happens. So nothing is probably not a great sign. Look at them, they're all so beautiful. Oh, cool. And now everyone is looking at you. I want some candy. So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or should we play charades? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Okay. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Okay. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can pretend it's not here and doesn't know, threaten to burn us alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wrath. Honeybite was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Do I want to tell a story? What if I don't comply? But also, I want to know what the story is about. What am I going to tell? I don't know anything. I'm like... let's say no. I'd rather not. Why? Do you have something to hide? You're telling us you don't have a single story in your entire life? So sad. Truly, humanity has reached its crumbling nadir. I just want to hear your voice. Why are you being like this? Should I just continue to play, gracious? Be strong but gracious? I have this candy. Sorry. Because I want to, and that's that. Power move. I respect that. Okay. That was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end here, though. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide. Let's hear from her. Huntress, you seem raring to go. Let's hear from you. Sure thing. My neck of the woods isn't wanting for horrifying mythology. Mother once told me a story of a young man who was traveling back home after the war. Which war? Doesn't matter. I just wanted some backstory details to paint a picture. I'll paint you a picture if you want. The man was lost and running out of food rations. He stopped to rest for the night underneath a majestic birch tree. That's when he saw the woman. Naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow. Hot. I'm invested. Here comes the douchebag. They sang a haunting melody as they made their way downhill towards the inviting lake. Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women until they stopped in a clearing next to the water. Ooh, are they sirens? They turned to him and smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music. Flutes, lutes, tambourines. The melody was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move beneath him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of these mysterious women. Twilight darkened into night. The man grew weary, but when he tried to still his moving feet, he found that he could not. "Help! I cannot stop dancing!" he cried to the nearest woman, a slender woman with green hair. She drew near to him, and he saw her features distorted into something horrific. She was bloated, an eye hanging from one socket, skin the color of algae, a Ruskla, her true self. "You'll never stop dancing," she screeched at him. "My sisters and I were drowned in this lake by men of your regiment. Consider this your punishment." The man cried out, "But it wasn't me!" "Someone must pay." Her voice filled with a briny malice. And so the man danced and danced until his bones broke and his heart gave out, the dance of death. A silent beat as everyone takes in this macabre ending. But it's not all bad. Rusklas are also fertility goddesses. If a lady had stumbled across them, she would have been blessed with a fruitful womb and probably some candy for the road. Damn! Does she really think that's a happy ending? I want what Huntress is having. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Honey Pie, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We actually don't care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of any romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Oh, okay. You have fun tonight and not try to end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking. Not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What did you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast the ghost with some killer hot takes? Ugh. Please, enough talk of burns. Things that are lit are getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could? Just you and me. Oh, on those spindly legs? You'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded Honey Pie is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or is it just me? Okay. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us. Maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have been going. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna continue my route with Spirit. Spirit? Oh! You picked me? Yay! Sorry, you make for an interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these killers at all. But I had a long day. Oh no, she's denying me! Floating subservience expectations, grinding my teeth. It takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything, and getting to really know who I am is an impossible task, not worth trying, but too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Okay. So, see you at the bar, I guess. Okay, we gotta like redeem ourselves. Who's ready to get wasted? Well, I don't drink, so not me. You don't drink ever? Is that like because it'll just fall out of your stomach, or? I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is poison for the body and mind, and I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time. Me. Hello. And why did you choose a mixology date? Everyone knows this kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true. Not a single person has ever learned anything at one of these. Who ordered the soda with a splash of my private business? Because that's off menu. Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed. Yes, yes, by your father, on whom you will have your bloody revenge. Yes, yes. How about you, Anna Pie? Do you drink? I've got the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm going to pass on the alcoholic drinks. Ha! Here, here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. Cherry juice splatters everywhere, and it's a little fruity guts flop out on Spirit's lap. Oopsies! One of the upsides of wearing black, it hardly showed stains. No take backsies. So, loverbirds, what drink shall we make? Let's go with a Bloody Mary, a zombie, a fancy, a dark and stormy. How about a dark and stormy drink for my dark and stormy date? Oh, that one is cute. Please allow us to demonstrate how a dark and stormy date is made. First, rum, or in this case, rum extract and a bit of apple juice is poured over ice, and then fresh ginger beer is added in, garnish with a little lime wheel, and drink. Yeah. Do you think you're up to the challenge? Nope. Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice. Don't forget the lime wheel. Rum substitute, ginger, beer over ice. Okay. Not sure I appreciate your tones. Okay. Will I remember? I don't know. Let's see. Do I have to? Okay, I'm like, do I have to redo this? Isn't this fun? She says. Oh my god. Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here. And since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time to relax. Wanna make out a little? You breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing before you can get a yes out. Lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and it immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight usher the two of you away from the bar. Aw, we were about to get all like on first base. Ish. Is that first base? What's first base? Kissing? Anyways, the gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was? Ugh, feels like I've been here a lot longer actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean, so that you can get beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratodom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang. The brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Honey Pie chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, almost like the other order, like the order does matter. Wrath, why don't you go first? Anyway, Wrath. I don't know, I prefer to just tell Honey Pie privately. That's not gonna work with these game mechanics. What if you just whisper it? He considers for a long moment. A little too long. That's fine. He lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bill. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's gonna be really special. The kind of thing where we really bond. Okay, well, so far we went on a date with Spirit. I made her some drinks. She wanted to kiss me, and then a lightning strike happened. And now we're here on the beach. Everyone's gonna tell me what their ideal date is, and that's all we're at, really, I think. Oh no, is there a lot of storm happening over there? On the east, middle, central, east coasts? It's gonna be really special. The kind of thing where we really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. What if I don't want to get off this island? And maybe then we can go on a real date. ... You done? Is that it? Oh, way to go, Wrath. Way to go. Great, Huntress! Why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing! Go away! Then, boy, oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell ya, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're gonna pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of the DBD dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why yes, thank you, I'd love to. So, Honey Pie, you're thinking of picking me. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded? Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're a maggot, if you're not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Hit us, Spirit! Figuratively. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. Ah, that's it. If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper, or dig up whatever mysteries with Wrath. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then. So hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit. And time's up. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all those swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing that you need to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break. And giving them a little push. Hold up. This has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time, and I'm just now finding out about it? Ah, God, come on, the signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murder Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof. It's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you even dare to try? You mean, that's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic. Because it's surprising. Because it's a classic reversal of fate. And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Really hard to track. And if you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every single tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? I kind of want to get rid of... I want to get rid of Trapper. I know he's like everyone's favorite, I think. Or him, or Rat. But I'm also kind of intrigued. He keeps saying he wants to get off the island. What if I'll get rid of Trapper. I think he'll be really pissed off, but I also kind of want to see what happens if he gets really pissed off. This was very simple. Trapper, you scare the living shit out of me. You are eliminated. That's fair. Honestly though, I don't care. You suck! But not in a good way. You bore me, you personality-free maggot. It would even be fun to kill you. Okay, which I totally am gonna do tomorrow the first chance I get. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. She might kill you though. What are the principles for eliminating me? Sleep with both eyes open and have fun on your date tomorrow. Anyways, now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should get some rest. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind, because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Honey Pie when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... Oh, I want one of these. Their own mostly new Trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because we've tried it. That's right. It's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Honey Pie. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing that what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight, knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day in elimination. I didn't even know it was that kind of a game. Let's check in with everyone, especially our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. We'll see how things go tomorrow, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil-may-care, but the truth is, I'm really a pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when... Your mother is skewered by an elk when you were young. Yeah! How did you know? Wild guess. It's the only thing you talk about. If you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over in the tree. I'm feeling peckish. I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't even been paying attention. What's a double dipper? Oh, Honey Pie! Sorry, I forgot. I'm focusing on other things. More important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer. I don't handle rejection quite well. At least I don't think I do. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting. I'm a giant rage monster, so everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care? No, not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? You're not a part of this? You don't get a confessional? Nah, that's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. He's a fuckboy. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget. Old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie. Kinda wish I wasn't busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album coming up. Upcoming tour. Finalizing a new sneaker line. Producing a limited series on my life. Starting a new social media NFT crypto app. And doing these private gigs on our IP island. My dudes, you gotta come and check it out. IP island is dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama, no lawyers. Take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them, don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen in this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like Ghost... Don't say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand. But we have the game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface! Come on! Whatever. Pff, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, honey pie. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes, they don't pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How do you even get a sitting chair? What's a chair? Okay, rude. Fine, get this over with. Check it. I was just looking for the bathroom. Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay. Never mind. It's okay. We don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean peed on it. How's that? You know what? I don't care. You two are pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great. What's it gonna be? You ate glue in that 2nd grade. You cheated on that algebra test. Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I felt a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place is the sun. These sweet, sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend. But for eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves. Okay, please erase me from this existence. I get it, they're stuck. And please, get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you back to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. To bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? Anyways, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit up the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging. What's that? You don't know about killer crabs? Blah, 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 blah. You put on your beach attire, splash the water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. It's that look on their face. Is that excitement or terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with the zombie butterflies. It's time! Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly, the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? Nah. Okay, who are we choosing? Who am I choosing? It can't be easy being thrown onto a mysterious island. It'll be fine. Let's go. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you.
Okay. Relationships are two-way streets, and if you don't have a green light on the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. Oh, okay. The friend zone. That doesn't sound so bad. If you... Okay. Did I get that? Yeah. Choop, choop, choop. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So who's into me? Claudia and Dwight look around conspiratively again. Well, I've never seen Spirit open up to anyone like she has opened up to you. I've seen her open up to the insides of plenty of people, but thankfully for you, and for us, that's in a different type of game. Make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette, Dwight stand at the side, hands behind the backs. Okay. Let's see. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't. But who cares? Honey Pie, who do you choose? The thing that... Okay, no, we're not doing that. Sorry, my throat is tired. Well, it's good because I go for it. Oh, I get to give somebody a... What is this? Oh. A plumeria flower? Okay. I hope Dwight saves some of these for Claudette. Well, no. Honey Pie, who do you select to receive these flowers? Blah, 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 blah. We're just going all the way. I mean, she did want to kiss me, so I hope that means she likes me. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You've challenged me to be a better person and resist the urge to show me the sharp end of your katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take a relationship to the next level. And we shall! Up to the eye of dark storm that is a reality, to the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse. You're gonna kill me? It's time to see what you're made of, Honey Pie. Ooh, I can't wait. Oh, she's just so cute. I thought it might be nice to start the day out on Trapper's yacht before we head up to the Black Lighthouse. Even if I kind of hate this basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts and snorkeling, it's good for you to see me in the sun a little bit at least. There's more to me than what you've already got to experience. I know that my whole vibe can be a little dark. The hat, the swimsuit, the plume of floating air. This wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman. Once went to school, hung out with friends. I even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town. And well, I know what happened. Your father, he murdered me and I woke up as an undead Avenger. That's not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I needed to be seen. I don't even know who I am. A lot of time when you think about ghosts, they're kind of these see-through flickering spectrums. Ooh. But when I died, I dare you to try and reach your hand through me. Not really. That's not an invitation. It's rhetorical. Why did I end up this way? Who brought me here to this island? Who knows? I sure do. I've got my ideas. But I'm not exactly out there digging around in caves or dusting off antiques and trying to find clues. I do want to take this experience seriously, though. I want to give the process a chance. It may be a dumb process, and one that I have extremely little respect for as a person. But you just woke up on this beach, and with no memory of who you are or where you came from. And rather than freak out and simply try, you're giving this a chance. Actually, didn't know that swimming away was an option. It's not. However, the fact that you never even tried, I think that means you've got courage. Or an open mind, or I don't know, maybe you stuck around because you like someone you met here. Maybe. Oh my gosh. There were other stops? Oh no, no, no! Of your life? What? Spirit rolls. Okay, I'm just messing. Blah, 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 blah. I want to know what happens. We're just skipping through it. Yeah, too bad you can't date these two. They seem like they know how to have a good time. They sure do. We're at the beach. A flock of birds circles lazily, no sense of fear. As if circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages. I'm excited about today. See? She places her wrist delicately in your hand.
Show love 100.
Oh, hello, my dear. Thank you. Spirit places her wrist delicately in your hand and presses your fingers down against her skin. It's cool to the touch, but you feel, is that the faintest of pulses? My blood is absolutely pumping. So what happens now? Now I show you something that no one has ever seen before. Well, no one who has lived to tell about it. We're going there. What's actually up there? Have you seen it? Ugh. God, he's always interrupting. Hey y'all, how's everyone doing today? Hi Wrath, you sure seem chipper today. Something strange is definitely going on with this guy. Wrath takes a deep breath, sucking up the ocean air like it's the greatest air that's ever been sucked. Honey Pie, thank you. Thank you for choosing anyone else to go on a date with today. Alone again forever. This is how I was meant to be. I feel alive. Are you done? We're kind of, on a date. I'm glad you're feeling better, Raph. But like she said, we're in the middle of something. You mind? Oh, right. So what you doing? Heading up to the eye of the lighthouse? I love it there. You can really see the whole line from there. In fact, Spirit, I thought you said no one has been up there and lived to tell about it. It sounds exactly like telling about it. Technically, I don't think Wrath counts as being alive. I mean, I didn't maintain the canon, but... And if he's not dead now, he's gonna be dead when I punish him for interrupting our date. Goodness, go away, Wrath. I feel like he's trying to get away. I mean, I feel like he's interesting, but also, he's annoying. I think Wrath was kidding about that whole being up there. Honestly, the view isn't even on the island. What you can see mostly is the ocean, on account of it being, a lighthouse. Is she trying to trick me? Don't trick me. However, that does bring up an interesting point regarding your... How do I see it? What's your mortal status? Because despite what our lanky friend seems to think, the lighthouse is not to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom. Trickster. What if it is? From all corners of the world, if not further. You saw a freaking pirate ship, blah blah blah. I think I'm alive. I'm here with you, walking on this beach, feeling the water, feeling the sun. Here with me, the spirit. Does that really make you feel alive? I guess. If you come with me up into the eye of the Black House, you may never return. Is that a risk? Because we have something. I won't deny it. I feel it. I'd hate for you to simply turn to ash. If we were to commit right here and now to figuring this out as friends, we could put that risk off for another time. Just be friends? Ouch! Is this her way of letting you down easy? I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you. I can't decide this for you. I can only warn you that it may not be safe. You might die up there, and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, wait. Oh, man. Well, I guess we'll go up and down. I don't need another friend. I want something more. I'd risk my life for. She smiles. Right this way. Yay! Okay. We are in love. But she might kill me nonetheless. Inside the lighthouse is an almost pitch black. It was seemingly day when you stepped through the door, but inside the place is like a void. The last thing you see are the final rays of sun leave you is a horrible sight. A petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not up but down, as if it had been crawling. Ah, watch your step. The things we do for love. It's beautiful. You breathe a sigh of relief. The light is out, and seemingly defunct. Dust cakes the room, as though it hasn't been operated for a century. However, somehow... It was just morning a moment ago, but now it's night? What do you mean a moment ago? You've been standing here looking out over the ocean all day. I've really enjoyed the peaceful time together with you, taking in the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It was my perfect kind of date. Really? Huh. I don't remember that. I just called it the perfect date and you can't be bothered to remember. What kind of game are you playing with me? I want to remember it. It's just that for me, for some reason, my mind is completely blank. But hey, I'm not dead. Or you're already dead and have been this whole time. Huh. That's true. Maybe we'll never know. It doesn't look like the light is working. The massive lens reflects moonlight through it itself. A subtle sparkle that has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went, staring into this light as the sun fell into the moon rose. Thanks for spending the day with me. I really had a good time. That's it. Don't get me wrong. That's really cool and all. I guess I don't know what I expected. I suppose if you thought we were walking to your death and nothing happened, it might feel a bit anticlimactic. Sorry anyhow, it's time to go. Here, let me just flip the light on for the staircase so it's easier to get down. The stairs still look pretty dark. Maybe it... The spirit is interrupted by a strange hum, and then it becomes frighteningly clear to you that switch wasn't for the stairs, it was for the main lantern. A lantern that is now beginning to power up. The faintest smell of burning begins to reach your nose. Oopsies! Looks like maybe that switch wasn't for the stairs after all. Now we see who's really alive and who's really dead, I suppose. It's bound to happen sooner or later. You slam your eyes closed, hoping that somehow not looking at the light will protect you. Not sure you see the logic in that, but if it is magic, it kind of defies logic. I want to see it, but, well, I'm a little scared. Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes and look at me and I'll keep you safe. Oh, fuck, okay. Okay. Not bad. Ooh. Perfect, okay. Woohoo! Perfect. Ooh! Perfect, okay. Where is it? The fuck? Oh! You missed completely! Are you okay? You seem okay. I haven't ruined this by pushing you to do something you weren't meant to do. Oh, you're so brave. Not to be so, maybe not so coordinated, but certainly brave. I'm so lucky you'd put yourself through this for me. It shows that you are real. Despite your attempt to resist it, the incredible force of energy from the black lighthouse's lantern's eyes refuses to subside. No, it cannot be ignored, and it doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. In the end, that was just a trivial game. This is real life and real magic. You stare at it now, and it penetrates your mind. Hey, it's been a while. How are things? Doing good? Feeling more dead or alive? Yeah, love will do that to a person. Don't worry, it'll make sense soon. You wake to hear her muffled voice. You've got a terrible taste in your mouth, like burnt hair. The air feels damp and smells like ash. She's talking to someone else, not you. You know, sometimes people say it's not you, it's me. Well, this time it's you, and it's also me. I can't believe I thought you would change for me. I can't... Oh no, we're breaking up. I can't believe I thought what you were doing was a sacrifice. You never gave anything up for me. Well, today I saw what love looks like, and it looks a whole lot different than this. I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks up with a trapper. Nobody... Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, fine. Nobody breaks up with a trapper, but I'm not doing that. I'm dumping... Don't you say it. I'm dumping Evan McMillan. And there's nothing you or he can do about it. It's over between us, Evan. Ren, Trapper turns from spirit and looks at you directly. You realize you're laying on the ground of some weird tunnel. Oh no, they've been dating this entire time. I think your shouting woke up Honey Pie. I'm gonna say something. I'm sorry. I think I interrupted something very personal and also quite scary. I swear I wasn't trying to listen in, but I heard a lot. Probably not everything. I think I woke up in the middle. What did you hear? Just you dumping Trapper. We were never together. I mean, we were together. Wink, wink. I know, you were wearing a mask, but we can see your eyes. You don't need to say wink, wink out loud. Another reason I'm right to have dumped you. You did not. It was mutual. They know you're awake, and you're gonna have to deal with this awkward situation. Clearly I shouldn't be here. You two are having a very personal conversation that I don't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here. Not here on this island, but here in this creepy tunnel. As far as this island goes, your guess is as good as mine. As far as this tunnel goes, we brought you here. We? You and Trapper? After the lighthouse came on, you blacked out. On your way down, I thought you might have hit your head. It's hard to tell what blood is, new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, so I asked Trapper for help. It's not that I can't carry you. I just don't feel like it, you know? I hate anything messing with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. I couldn't have asked Claudette or Dwight. I don't trust them. Like and trust are two different things. You might think Trapper can be a real jerk, and you'd be right, but you get what you see with him. We brought you down here because we're the only ones who know about this place. It's part of an old tunnel network that connects different places on the island. Oh god. And Wrath is there. He's always there. You said this place is private. Don't look at me. I didn't tell him about it. Half of the appeal of this spot is getting away from people like him. Well, geez, I can see when I'm not wanted. So you three, a throuple or what? Because I gotta say, I really don't get the whole trapper spirit thing. But hey, if it's not my business, I don't stick my nose in it. We're not a thing. Nobody traps the trapper. Not with the traps or relationships. And you do realize you're sticking your nose in our business right now? God, so hostile. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyhow, this tunnel has some very interesting features. You head about 50 meters down that way, you'll find... Get out! I was leaving. This island is a lonely place, which is great for me. I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, he's quite needy. And after a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me. And it became, well, I don't know, call it a relationship, because somebody really didn't want to have that talk. But we were more than friends. Seeing eye to eye was not one of those things we're good at. So I hate to ask, but I did just look at it into a refrigerator-sized death lamp, so I guess I'm more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. What were you good at? Well, for starters, I'll take that question, thank you very much. If you know anything about me by now, it's that I'm on a quest for revenge. Exactly. Trapper blushes behind the mask. That's one way to compliment a killer. Revenge against friends who have turned their back and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him into a monster. Revenge against a barista who wrote Ewan on his cappuccino, knowing his name was actually Evan. For someone who thinks about revenge as much as I do, Trapper is an inspiration. But they say to never date your heroes. Good advice. But I don't think that's what the saying is. Then you came along, Honey Pie. You showed me that it's okay to be lost, to feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer anyone. Goodness. I'm not sure where you got all of that from, but okay. You held a mirror up to my own doubts and fears, that I can embrace those things, but not be defined by them. You showed me that life after death can be more than just an obsession with revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground in the dark cave on a dusty old tunnel. Trapper nudges you in the ribs. Gross! God, this whole half-assed dating show parody thing. At first I always thought it was a lame idea. What kind of moron thought there was an audience for this? Then we spent some time together and I realized there's something actually here. And I don't want to give it up. I don't want to give up on us. Listen, while you were knocked out by some minor head trauma like a total weakling, Spirit confided in me that she has real feelings for you. I took it extremely well. Naturally, because I trust her and value her opinions. That doesn't mean I trust you. If you want to get her, you have to get through me first. By passing Trapper's test. Coming to... God, this is so tough.
Cheer 1000.
George! Thank you so much for the bits, George. Thank you, thank you. Question 1. What is Spirit's real name? The one given by her murderous father, which she only lets her real friends call her. Rin Yamakoa. Okay, you got that one. Don't celebrate yet. Question 2. What lives inside Spirit? A dragon. Sure, everyone knows that. They won't all be this easy. Question 3. Where did Spirit work back when she was a normal college girl before she was hell-bent on revenge? She was a restaurant, right? Ah, I know. To think I would date a waitress. Don't tell my father. Question 4. What's Spirit's favorite color? Black? These are superficial. Okay, question 5, the final question. Hello, nephew. Oh no, he's sick. Oh no. Hopefully he feels better. According to Spirit, what's worse than being dead? Not being seen for who you are? Is that it? Oh man, having unfinished business? I feel like... Oh man. Am I looking it up? Yep. I think it's not being seen. Let's... I feel like it's that one. I'm assuming it's that one. Because I feel like that's essentially what she was talking about, right? Or regretting parts of your life? I don't know. Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, I should just go back with I should just go with my gut. I knew that. Okay, I couldn't find it online anyways. I was trying to cheat. Was I cheating? No, there's no cheating. This is casual playthrough. When I pitched Trapper's test to the suits, okay, blah 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 blah. So I killed them. Oh wow, he killed them. Well, killing them didn't solve any of the budget problems. It sure did feel good. Well, at least he got some sort of release. I'm telling you this, A, to brag, B, to explain why the only thing you're going to win is me saying, congratulations for passing Trapper's test! Not that it was some huge challenge. I mean, the woman obsessed with a giant light that shines in the dark has a chip on her shoulder about being seen. Go figure. You probably guessed, but rules are rules. Even if I literally just made them up, you got them right. So I guess I approve you of dating spirit or whatever. I never really cared in the first place. I was just hoping you'd slip up and give me a good excuse to wet my blade with your blood. Maybe I'll find a reason tomorrow. For now, you two have fun. Wink wink. Trapper out. I'm sorry you had to endure that. What, 5 measly questions? It was nothing. Not even that, as ridiculous and unnecessary as it was. The whole thing. The waking up in a random tunnel, the overhearing our argument, especially the whole Trapper out catchphrase. It's only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if I didn't. And I like you, Spirit. Please call me Rin. Oh, yes. Rin. I didn't really feel like our lighthouse experience was completed. There was something else I wanted to show you. Alone in the lantern room of the tower. Get your mind out of the gutter, honey pie. It's not that kind of game. With that, hold on a moment. I'm being told. No, wait. It is this kind of game. Okay, disregard the gutter comment. Come back up there with me. There's no place I'd rather be. Oh my god, I love her. You're excited. Okay. More importantly, you're excited to be here, for sure. Which makes it all the more crushing. Oh, great. What is she gonna do? Is she gonna kill me? Is she gonna break up with me? God, when you're interrupted by the arrival of Claude, Ed, and Dwight. Ah, tragic. What could be more tragic about a family reunion? There are always joyous occasions in my experience. Before they can explain what that's even supposed to mean, the lighthouse begins to howl a low, frightening sound. Oh, great. The lens is happening again. I'm preparing to shield my eyes. Now isn't the time for any reality show adjacent shenanigans. Shield your eyes. No, please don't interrupt. You think after all this time you'd know that we've got your best interests in mind? Wait, what? No, of course I don't think that. I got wax in your ears, friend. I ask you not to interrupt. Goodness, they're mean. In the darkness, you see something horrible and strange. In the face of Claudette and Dwight are 2 ghoulish silhouettes. But before you can focus on them, the light passes and the 2 survivors are returned to their normal states. It's breezy up here. I should have packed a sweater. What in the hairy hell? Hey! Watch that language. You shouldn't speak that way. And your elders! Oh god, is that Dad? Oh god, who's that? The spirit Grandpa? My little Rin, you're such a woman now. They grow up so fast. Oh, what? Honey Pie, meet Grandpa Kazan Yamaoka. Well, technically not just Grandpa. Technically, he's my great grandpa. But that's a lot of greats to say in a row. I haven't seen my little Rin since I watched over her from the afterlife when she was just a little girl. And I expect you all to say the greats. It's a matter of honor and respect. Except Rin, she can do whatever she wants. My precious little angel. But you... You mongrel! You mistreat me with disrespect, or so help me I'll be clenching bits of your head off on my kanabo. Oh, he's the only. Oh no. The kanabo is like a metal baseball bat covered in spikes. Okay. I'm not sure what a peasant like you is doing so close to a descendant of the noble Yamaoka bloodline in the first place. I'm sorry, sir. Dirk, Claudine, explain what's going on to me. It's Dwight, sir. 5 greats. Okay, he hates me. I get it. They must have summoned you here because they think you have great judgment, and because if they summoned my father, I'd be distracted by torturing him. Show game experience? Okay, so I have to like win his heart? Or get his approval? Okay, Oni. Yeah, he does look like the Trevor. This definitely deserves more thought. There's a massive samurai mad dodging it. Okay, yeah. Peasant, I realized the true purpose of my visit was to extinguish your light. Hold up there, Gramps. Not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First, you should get to know them a little better. Young people these days. Okay. Yes, yes. What are we talking about? God, okay, so he keeps talking about himself. Listen up, old man. We don't have time for you to do a list of every activity available to a samurai in the entirety of the Edo period. Silence, peasant. Okay, he hates me. I get it. Now, I'm not saying I did that because I had honor and a body built like an entire castle, but clearly you have neither my honor or my physique. Oh wait, I get it, sweet man, my beautiful descendant. You've invited me here to do what you're too kind to do. Bash this jerk's head in. Carpa, no, that's not why I invited you here. In fact, I didn't invite you. They did. Wink, wink. This whole saying wink out loud is getting out of hand. Okay, she loves me. I don't know, can we wrap this up already? Of course, of course. Oh, he's gonna kill me if I give him a hug. Rit, now! Push them my way and I'll split them in half! You're so silly, Grandpa. We both know that only one sacrifice can get our family back on track. Revenge on my father, you great-great-great-great-grandson, traitor to the Yamao god name! The lust of violence in your voice, it fills me with cheer. I'll never forget who I am. Okay, so we got his blessing? Yeah, I will never treat you poorly. Oh, a tear rolls down his arm. Yes, I do. This is it. I want to marry her. I'll see you again soon. Now let's go, servants. Return me to the stables. I assume my dragon has been fed and tended to. Yes. I'm sorry if it was disrespectful. Okay, no. I realize I will never measure up to someone like that, a warrior. Don't worry, I would never expect you to, or want you to, really. If all I wanted was the biggest brute alive, I'd be down in Trapper's Cave right now. But that's not the life I've imagined for myself. That's no way to live, and yet, as you know it, that is the Yamoka way of life. Forever, I'm cursed to battle against the dragon that lives inside of me. Or at least I was, until now. Call me the Dragon Tamer, baby. Oh, wow, okay. You haven't won this game yet. Please don't ruin it. Sorry, I have no idea where that came from. I think we've spent enough time in this lantern room. We should get back to the beach. The moonlight sets a romantic mood as the storm clouds roll in and surround the black lighthouse. You know, the sun might have set, but if we wait long enough, it'll rise again. She's naked. Not really naked. Spirit removes her sheer robe, showing her strappy black bikini. Her pale skin glows under the light of the moon. Maybe you could help me get a head start on applying tomorrow's sunscreen. Okay. Again? I mean, yeah, of course. Last time was, well, I definitely felt more connected to you afterwards. To be totally real with you, I was just kind of asked you as a goof, but I really enjoyed it. I swear, though, if you tell anyone about this, I will not be labeled a foot freak. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck! Close. These skill checks. Goodness. Ooh! Okay. I love feeling your hands sliding up and down my feet and in between my toes. My skin has never been more moist. Get up here now. Before you can find a towel to wipe off your lotion hands, Spirit grabs you and pulls you in close. Her lips lock onto yours. They're surprisingly soft and warm. The sensation is incredible. Clouds cover the moon and you find yourself on the beach with Spirit in complete darkness. You can feel the narrow straps of her bathing suit come undone and come to life, snaking through the air, wrapping around your body, lifting you up off your feet. Okay, oh my goodness. Come here, you. So this is what it feels like to fly. She pulls you close, you feel bits of glass press into your skin. Pain and pleasure, oh my goodness, mix and wash over you like the ocean's salty air stinging your skin as you writhe in against your undead lover. Then lighthouse howls. In the darkness, you're pretty sure that spirits lets the dragon inside of her take over. If it kills you, you're sure it'll have all been worth it. The clouds part just as you manage to pull yourself, exhausted, away from the spirit. I get a shard of glass. A chunk of broken glass is lodged in your shoulder. When you pluck it from your skin, it drips blood. Sorry, I think I got this stuck in me when I was having the best night of my life. She drags her fingertip over the sharp edge of glass. Keep it. Consider it a memento. I've got plenty more where that came from. Oh, goodness. Now the time to face your destiny. Actually, about that. Honey Pie, can we talk privately? Oh no, was she just using me? Was she just using me? Maybe she was just using me. Oh no, I'm scared. Don't do it. Like I said, I'd rather have this talk with Honey Pie privately. Oh no. I learned that if you're going to fire someone, it's best to do it in public so they don't freak out. Oh no, what is she doing? She's gonna break up with me. Wait, you think? No, she couldn't be. They seem so in love. Oh no! Oh my gosh, she used me. Okay, fine. Your guess is as good as mine. That girl is very hard to read. If you're not going to end it quickly. In my experience, the more pathetic the creature, the more annoying the final howls are. I don't need advice, everyone. Out, except for Honey Pie. Oh my god, no! Final howls. That's kind of my whole jam. I can stay, especially you. Get out. Oh gosh. Spirit, Rin, I don't know what you plan on saying. But before you say anything, just know that I really, really, really enjoyed my time with you. Getting to know you over the past few days has helped me to get to know myself. For that, I just wanted to say thank you. That's sweet. You're welcome. And you know what? It's that kind of thing that shows me you've got a good heart inside of you. Too good for me to carve out and toss into the ocean, but also too good for me to love. I need someone who shares my interests, someone I can connect with, someone jaded and dispassionate, only driven forward by the desire of rage. I need someone who isn't so warm that I feel cold in comparison. I need someone who isn't you. Oh, she broke up with me. Can we just be friends? Before you finish that, just know, if we're not friends, we'll probably become enemies, and I'll destroy you. Well, friends it is. I'm glad to have you here for me when I need you, but also not too close for me when I don't. So yeah, I'll see you around. This whole time. That's it? That's how it ends? You're just leaving me here? I'm not sure I'd use the word ends, and for that matter, I would say that I'm leaving, but us, we're definitely through. The fact that you can't see that, well, it just proves that we never really belonged together anyhow. Good night, Honey Pie. I feel like, oh man, you know what? I respect that. What the hell? I just spent all this time on this island doing everything I can to get to know you, only to be told I could just leave the chocolate factory through the side door? I don't know what that means. Anyways, I said goodbye, Honey Pie. See you around. What a bummer. I think it was because I was just going for her like constantly. I should have picked other people, I guess. Why did she keep saying she'll see me around? Gosh, I have no idea. Oh my god, friends forever. Ugh. Whilst trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture of my design. She dumped me. She used me. You know, that's fine. It happens. That you'll have to play again to find out more. Goodbye, Honey Pie, and see you again later, and again, and again, and again, and again. Forever. You know what? At least I got some. At least I got some in the end. Oh, man. That was... I feel like, maybe I should have, changed it up. I really went hard on Honey Pie. I'm Honey Pie. I really went hard on just her. There are multiple, you know, obviously there are multiple stuffs. But it was nice getting to know her character. I would like to know about the other characters. Anyways, that was a lot longer than I thought. When I looked online, it was like, oh, it'll only be like an hour and a half, but not. Yeah. Anyways, that is it for tonight. Yay! Thank you for everyone who's hanging out. Thank you, Black Cat. And thank you, George, for the biddies. I appreciate you. We're headed off. I might be back. Usually Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are my streams. But obviously during the summer, it might be a little different. I think I have something on Monday. Actually, I won't be here on Monday because I have something. I'm doing something with friends. But I will see you probably in other chats. Goodbye, my friends. I love you. See you later. Toodaloo. Bye-bye.